Also in Washington, officials are still reeling from what that explosive Oval Office meeting between Ukrainian President Zelenskyy and President Donald Trump. An agreement that would have given the U.S. access to Ukraine's mineral resources remains unsigned. ABC News senior White House correspondent Selena Wang has the latest reaction.
A warm reception in London for Ukrainian President Zelenskyy.
You're very, very welcome here in Downing Street. You have full backing across the United Kingdom.
Zelenskyy in the UK ahead of a summit hosted by British Prime Minister Keir Starmer with other European leaders.
Prime Minister, happy to be here, and I want to thank you, people of the United Kingdom, such big support from the very beginning of this war.
The visit following a contentious trip to Washington on Friday cut short after Zelensky's meeting with President Trump exploded.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III.
Zelenskyy was at the White House to sign an agreement giving the U.S. access to Ukraine's mineral resources. He expressed hesitation about a ceasefire deal with Russia that does not include security guarantees, pointing to Vladimir Putin for breaking past peace deals.
He broken this ceasefire. He killed our people, and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about?
After the blow-up, sources say President Trump demanded Zelenskyy leave. The minerals deal left on the table unsigned. Before leaving for Florida, I asked the president who he trusts.
Do you trust Putin or Zelenskyy more?
Look, I don't trust or distrust anybody. I just want to get a deal done. And if the deal happens, good. But you can't embolden somebody that does not have the cards.
Selena Wang, ABC News, Washington.
This is going to be great television, I will say that.
They were then meant to sit down and enjoy a working lunch before signing a deal that had already been agreed to allow American access to critical mineral mining in Ukraine. Instead, President Zelenskyy was instructed to leave the White House. Donald Trump posted on social media, "I've determined that President Zelenskyy is not ready for peace if America's involved, because he feels our involvement gives him a big advantage in negotiations." He disrespected the United States of America in its cherished Oval Office. He can come back when he's ready for peace. As he got ready to leave, the cameras lined up, ready to catch Mr. Zelenskyy being expelled from the White House. He knows he needs American backing to fight the war. He needs American support to get what he wants in any peace deal.
Relationship with Ukraine is not good after a heated confrontation in the Oval Office. Tonight, many people are wondering what comes next for negotiations to end the war with Russia. Watch 2 tonight. Gebregereges has feedback from both Republicans and Ukrainians.
The world watched as this meeting in the White House turned into a shouting match.
From the very beginning of the war,
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people.
President Donald Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy clashing, finger-pointing. The two were supposed to sign an economic plan, but it ended with the White House asking Zelenskyy to leave.
Either we're going to end it or let him fight it out. And if he fights it out, it's not going to be pretty.
No country has done more to help Ukraine than the United States has. And he should have been there with nothing but gratitude and thanks for what has been done.
Republican Florida Senator Randy Fine is siding with Trump. He says he thinks Zelenskyy should go back and cut a deal.
No one disagrees that Russia shouldn't have done what they did, but they did it. And how do we bring this to an end? Or do we have thousands and thousands and thousands of more people die?
I think that they just don't underestimate Putin. That's what I think. I mean, they don't know who they're dealing with.
President and founder of Revived Soldiers Ukraine, Irina Desipio, says hospitals are overwhelmed and the death toll keeps rising.
I think President Zelenskyy was trying to say, like, you have to come in and take a look what's going on in the field in order to make a judgment.
In a post on X, Zelenskyy did thank the president, Congress, and Americans for their support, adding that Ukraine needs lasting peace.
We are in a very tough situation. We're kind of screwed. We don't have the whole generation of young people who got killed. and there's workforce that has to go and reproduce later on. So for us, we're gonna take any chance to get those guarantees that we're gonna stop being tortured.
Sanaiga Brigadges, Watch 2 News.
Today, the United Kingdom's Prime Minister told Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy that he has the full backing of the UK. The British Prime Minister Keir Starmer said that the UK will stand with Ukraine as long as it takes.